My fellow black citizens, in light of recent activities, I think it's very important for us to understand the importance of coming together and uniting. The first thing I think we ought to do is begin to bank black. As you all may or may not know, there are black-owned banks across the country, the largest one being One United. I think at this point in time, it's important for us to start moving our money into those banks in hopes that we can eventually move our money into our communities. I'd like you to visit this website, read about the bank, and determine a plan of action to start depositing your money into this bank so we can bring the money back to our communities.
They say successful African dynasties are a myth, and we lost our strength when we were torn from our heritage. That's what they say. We know a new generation of kings and queens in America are claiming their thrones. From scientists to activists, from educators to entertainers, we're changing the world. We see you, new kings and queens. We're one community that continues to beat the odds. And now, we're focused on our money. Rise up and make Black history today. It's time to unleash the king and queen in you. Get the card. Bank Black at oneunited.com. Proud member FD.
I spent a lot of time covering Black history, and I have a lot of videos on Black Wall Street, Rosewood, the Ocoee Massacre, Red Summer, just to name a few. If you haven't watched any of these massacres, if you haven't watched any of my Black history videos, I implore you to visit my channel on YouTube and binge watch all of these Black history videos. Here you're going to find out a lot about these massacres, but you're also going to find out a lot about the inventions that we've brought about that kids all over the world, black, white, Asian, no matter what color, have enjoyed. For example, the Super Soaker, which was invented by a black man. There's a video on that. Another example would be the invention of the video game cartridge. That's also invented by a black man. Again, I have a video on that. There are numerous videos on my channel in which you can learn about Black history, food label nutrition, and just various news from around the world.
White man, black bank robber, same person? A Florida man has pleaded guilty to committing a string of robberies with the help of an elaborate disguise. At least 6 banks were robbed of a total of $15,000 in the Ohio area earlier this year. 5 of the banks were robbed on a single day in April. Witnesses said the suspect was a black man, and surveillance video backed up the reports until police officers got a tip. Officers searched an Ohio hotel and found an exploded dye pack from one of the banks inside a vehicle. They arrested 30-year-old Conrad Zederek, a white man who clearly does not resemble the black man witnesses had seen. During the robberies, he wore a high-quality mask to cover his skin, using the hood of his sweatshirt to cover his hair. He had a whole new identity. Investigators say it was the best disguise they've ever seen. Zederek, who is not a U.S. citizen, faces up to 35 years in prison and deportation at the end of his prison term.
New video review of something somewhat new and something very new. What I'm wearing right now is a dermal synthetics Derek mask, and it fits great, as you can see. I don't have any makeup on under my eyes right now, but I am wearing my contacts and have a nice shiny bald head. The other things that are really new are these, and this is a smaller version of the normal gloves from CFX, and they are able to skin match the color of the mask to the gloves. I've had SPFX gloves before, and while they fit pretty well, they were very poorly made. They ripped a lot, and they really didn't feel as great as these do. As you can see, They really match the color of the mask very well, and they don't really look that big, so you can really get away with it. Also had Wes give me a little bit of a arm tattoo on this one, and wearing a watch. One of the great things about this is the dexterity that the gloves provide. I was able to pick a coin up off the top of a desk, and I've also been able to lift off a coin from the bottom of the floor. So these are perfect. They look really great. They are pretty high. As you can see, they almost go to the elbow, and these are great stuff. I've been waiting to get a pair of gloves that were a little smaller than the regular ones, so these are considered a smaller size.
Anyways, let me get back on track. Go to the One United website and strongly consider moving your money into this bank so that we can grow our businesses, our communities, and finally try to rebuild Black Wall Street.